They got mad.
All right. All right, everybody. You know what it is. It's Thursday or Sunday, depending on when you're listening. This is going to be one of our first pre-recorded shows. We're not going live today. If you're listening to this, it could be prior to or post-free agency madness. Today's show is going to be basically all about NBA free agency and the NBA awards that passed late June on that Monday. We're going to go over that today. I got some of the gang with me. We got a special guest here. It's about to get real crazy in here because Lakers doing big things. I'm going to let my boys introduce themselves, then we're going to kick it off. Go ahead, PG.
Hey, yes, sir. It is the PG here, man. Mike Hill, the PG. The Magic Johnson of the show to make sure everything is going smoothly, like a fast break leading to a layup or a dunk. And you know what time it is. Mike, you know what time it is? It's showtime, baby. Hey, I'm always excited, man, when I'm on the mic with the squad because we get to do our thing. Speaking of Mike, we got Inglewood Mike in the building, man. Mr. Inglewood himself. What's up, bro?
What's good? Big Mike out of Pappy from Inglewood. You know what's good. We over here, Mr. Put your ankles in the ER.
Facts.
To fall through. Just want to make sure we got you. Free agency going live, baby.
Live, baby. So I can't wait, man. The Lakers got a lot of big moves coming. A lot of NBA teams got a lot of big moves. We shorthanded today. No, our small forward isn't here. Mr. Himes, he's down today, so we without him. And then our stretch four, Mr. Philip 3 Brown, he's out there in France doing it big. You know, Patty.
I don't know what he's doing. It's summertime. He just
out there. He hooped out there, so I guess he think he's somebody special out there. So he went out there.
Like you know how tall people do,
man. No, I don't know how tall people do, man. I'm
sure
true.
I should have directed that to Bruce, making me look short in that damn picture, nigga.
Hey, facts, man. Y'all crazy. But man, we got a special guest here in the building that came to visit us, to join us on the show. So, man, introduce yourself to the listeners in the world, man.
My name is Lamar. Went to Crenshaw, 85 grad. Since Inglewood was brought up in the house, I got to throw that out there.
Oh, okay. I get you.
Let them know.
Man.
Y'all got the McCalls of the world. I get you.
So tell us what you do basketball related. I got you here today, man. Want to be our guest.
Pretty much right now, just hoop wise, I'm reffing high school game, doing a little AAU stuff.
I like.
So that's my sanctuary there, away from the house. Free basketball games, and sometimes you get to see some good games. At the same time, you might even catch you a future NBAer. So I've had the privilege of reffing Bronny 3 times this past year.
Dope.
Okay.
And yes, he is for real.
He is literally, and we've seen it all before our eyes.
Yeah. Oh my God. But can I ask you, do you call travel as a ref? That third step drop, you go ahead or not?
I'll call travel off the rocker step.
Okay.
Oh, so okay. I like that.
That's where I'm going to get you if you're not doing it correctly.
Yeah,
I can't let you gain an advantage on a defender that's really locking you in. If you're not locking him in, we letting him play.
Okay. I like that.
All right, so we kind of see now we're gonna kind of get the
You
thought
need the
process of
other
a ref.
side. We
Yes,
need
thank
the
you.
other side.
Because when you watch the NBA today, it's like dudes taking 24 steps.
Just Harden, bro. It's honestly just Harden.
Nah, it's
Corey
the
Brewer
NBA.
broke the record. Corey Brewer had to break the record with about 9, almost 10 steps.
No, what about that
Bradley
Carmelo, that dribble? He let the ball float in the air and he grabbed it and pull up for the shot.
Because Melo's a goddamn bucket. It doesn't matter. He does that sometimes.
It was cash before
It
he
was
even
cash.
picked it up.
It just happened that one time.
No.
Corey Brewer, he traveled from half court. Nigga, I don't understand
with
how
the dunk.
That's why I'm like,
And there
wait,
was
bro,
nothing.
you dropped it. You did 7 steps. You took 2 more, and then you hold on. Was that 10? You gathered on your 10th
Yeah.
step. All right, bro. Look,
Hey, man, we appreciate you being here with us, Courtside Radio. Man,
much love, big dog.
Yeah,
Much
we've been
love.
Appreciate you
we've
guys
been pretty
having me.
busy, man.
We're going to get into that AAU stuff
Oh
yeah,
my God.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
Reffing.
more about
because
the
it wasn't a
roles.
foul, I promise you.
Yeah, the roles of a ref, job of a ref. But let's get to what's serious right now. The serious thing in sports, football isn't here until pretty much August into July. So the big thing going on in sports, other than watching baseball, which a lot of people don't do, NBA free agency.
Season
Hey,
never ends.
the season that never ends. A lot of big moves coming ahead. I'm gonna just list off some names just so you guys can know how serious it is.
Let us know.
Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Klay
Damn.
Thompson, Jimmy Butler, Kemba Walker, D'Angelo Russell, DeMarcus Cousins, Tobias Harris, Chris Middleton, Melo is still out there, Nikola Vucevic, So it's a lot of names out there as free agents, and it's big, man, because the NBA can be changed within this one free agency. The East can lose all of its power that it had after having the champion to where the West is super stacked again, or vice versa. You can have a lot of the names on the East Coast. So let's get right into it. We might as well start with the top dog in free agency, Kawhi Leonard. So this is our predictions. We're going to give our predictions and what we think. I'll let you start first, Bruce, since you are the jump ball. So I'll let you start off first.
Well, first, we just got to say the Lakers did they thug thizzle today.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So all that stuff Woj was talking, we just didn't know. Like we had some pages missing out of the CBA agreement that they sent to us that Adam Silver gave us, that we only half-ass our jobs in LA and we don't want to know the rules. Like we ain't got money in the bank and we ain't got kids crunching numbers all day knowing how this cap works. We know what's going on. We have a max slot. $32 million.
On the dot, not a penny less,
So
not a cent more.
if we chose to, if we want to sign a max guy, if we want to spend the whole 32 on one person and sign a bunch of street bumps and sign a whole Courtside Radio team, and we just fill out the roster after this with Alex Caruso and Jonathan Williams, we can do that. Might not have to, but we can do that.
We are available.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Lakers going to do. I hope they don't make no mistakes because we got to win, but I'm excited. So Kawhi Leonard, man, where do you think he's going?
I think he stays in Toronto.
Stays in Toronto.
I think he stays in Toronto.
Long term or?
Nah, I think he'll still. I don't think he goes over 3 years. I can see him signing a short deal just to make sure. But I think he should stay and do a whole 5 years there and just knock it out. Just do a whole Toronto thing. But I can see why he wouldn't. Lamar over here shaking his head. But the team will aid timeout. Like I feel like the team doesn't have the pieces necessary, and I still think they would have lost if Clay or KD played. But
we got a tighter time span and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
But my heart wants to say Lakers because we have the money, and I think that people are underestimating what Kawhi actually wants. Because they're like, all he want to be is be on his own team, do what he got to do, be this, be that.
That nigga want to win.
But if you put him on the Lakers now, Kawhi and AD are the future of the Lakers. LeBron stays for his last 2-3 years, gets his rings, rides the coattail basically, and goes off into the sunset. And I think that's what Bron wants.
That's what Bron wants.
Bron wants everybody to come play for him because he wants to ride off into the sunset with a ring like MJ.
We know that he wants it to be as easy as possible. But as a fan of basketball, I'm hoping that the Laker move isn't a move because you don't want, we got pissed off when the Warriors got KD because they were, winning the way that they were and it was so easy with all those big names. So you will hope that Kawhi, which I really truly believe that he just wants to beat LeBron and be known as the best player and have a chance to be like, hey, I'm the top guy in the era. But if you join LeBron, it will always be LeBron team, whoever you play with. Whoever plays with him, just because he's a media darling and all the things he does. So I don't think that's what Kawhi wants to do. He's going to give the Lakers their meeting because, it's just the right thing to do. Let me see what they got to pitch me. So that's why he's going to do the Clippers and Lakers first, and then he's going to give the Raptors the last say and then go from there. But
where do you think he goes?
Well, I think he goes. I think that he's going to, like you said, stay in Toronto. I think he's just going to do the KD deal to where he might go, a year at a time until he feel, okay, now I need to go get this big check and go get this major money because, man, he will be the first free agent to be Finals MVP to switch teams.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think that you want to do that. And we talked about, it's crazy because we used to talk about this a while back, and I used to say that, bro, it's the difference between the king of a city, which you may not be the full
country
king because, you're king of a country. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
the face of a league,
so imagine
bro.
he can go anywhere in Canada, and it's like, oh, it's Kawhi. Because he's easy to see. He's 6'8". He's the only dude still with braids like that.
I was just about to say that, like, bro, he's the only nigga that still wears straight back braids all the time.
So
he ain't had no design his
he's
whole
the
career.
only one with braids like that. So
No damn design.
If I'm him, I'm predicting for him to stay in Toronto at least one more year and then go from there. What about you, Mike?
Random thought before I give my 2 cents. This nigga really ain't had no fro. He ain't had no design in his hair. Kawhi been having straight back braids his whole career.
He probably had like some exclusive.
When
braids.
you ever seen it?
No, hey, I saw. I played in the same tournament because back in that time, we was winning a lot, and Martin Luther King Riverside was hooping too.
Okay,
and we saw Kawhi.
Wait,
He had
you were in the
braids.
Riverside tournament? You did go. You did play for Lou House.
Yeah.
We played in that Riverside tournament. Nigga. I remember that. I remember that, nigga. I fucked up my shit in that damn tournament.
But yeah, so yeah, he always had the braids. But what do you got? What do you got Kawhi doing?
You know what? I got Kawhi actually not coming to the Lakers as much as I want to see him come that way. I feel like it's not going to pan out for us the most convenient way for us. We're not going to. I want us to land Kawhi, but I feel like his mindset is I just want a ring. I just proved I can go ahead and do my thing. You feel me? So if I go somewhere else, let me go ahead and show you it wasn't just, it was their time, it was their team's time. You had the perfect situation. Fuck that, nigga. I am the situation.
Nah, bro, you would have lost if KD was there.
He would have.
You would have lost.
But I said that.
Clay was there.
Hey.
You actually probably would have lost Game 6 and then lost Game 7 at home.
You don't know. We only know what we
Exactly.
see. So he's a champion.
I saw them
Finals
losing
MVP.
Game 6 for
You know
sure.
what? I coulda, shoulda, woulda saw a lot of things from the Golden State Warriors that did not
I saw
happen.
them barely pulling out games throughout the series when Clay was in the game.
Well, we say don't pull out.
Nah, that's you, bruh. That's
Oh,
why
man.
you the pappy.
Yeah, that's why he the pappy. Facts.
Hey,
But Lamar, who you got? Because you were shaking your head and talking about
I wanna hear
Kawhi
this.
shouldn't stay in Toronto, at least long term. What you got?
All right, I got some first-hand knowledge because his auntie works with me. First
Okay.
auntie.
Okay.
So, of course, yeah, she wants him to go to the Lakers, but that's probably not going to happen.
Yes.
Just for the mere fact that LeBron is there.
Yeah.
Already,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
You know, he doesn't want to be in the shadow. At the same time, he's not the, like you said, the media darling. I personally think that he will stay in Toronto, at least give them the option of a 1-1 and defend.
Yeah.
And then I think he's going to bring it on back home.
To the Clips.
To the Lakers. Yeah, cool.
Okay, that was enough.
Clipper Darrell act like he had insight on this. I just want you to know, at our last show, Clipper Darrell yelled in the middle of the show, telling us Kawhi declined the deal. We love you, Clipper Darrell. I want you to understand. We all knew he was gonna do that. It was not news.
Hey, I told y'all in 2 years it's gonna be Laker Darryl. So I don't think Kawhi is going to be there, but
you know what? All of Inglewood got to tell you, me and Pierce had to tell you, he ain't leaving the Clippers, boy. He ain't touching nothing else but blue and red.
Yeah, he gave
with
us
a little bit of white.
He gave us his story, so I understand. But so we got Bruce has Kawhi staying in Toronto. I got Kawhi staying in Toronto. Lamar has him staying in Toronto.
You know what? I got him going. I got him actually
Clippers.
That's his home destination, but I feel like Kawhi wants to. He's already. Fuck it, he gonna stay for one more year. I can give him this season staying.
The 1-1.
Yeah, that's what I can, because we just won. Why am I gonna leave a perfect situation? A perfect situation that I know how to rule.
Only thing that I say
I want him to leave.
Why I can still see it not happening that way is because of the injuries. And then the whole
in his team?
KD going out. So signing a 1-1 isn't as safe a bet as people want it to be anymore. And I think dudes are going for long-term money again this year. But if you have no free agents next year, like almost none, then he still has that opportunity like KD this year with a torn Achilles to sign a full-on max.
But you know what? I ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask all three of y'all. So would Kawhi be better saying I'm gonna wait till free agency and the big names already drop before I tell everybody what I'm about to do?
No, because I think that he's gonna dictate anything. Lakers are gonna do whatever they're gonna do.
Do you think he's a stepping stone for free agency right now?
No,
because he's not going to be the first one. So why would he?
I still think it's Kevin Durant because. Well, if he go to the Clippers, I don't think Clippers have money to get anyone else right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't you think it'd be better for him to wait?
Nah, he can move it however you want to move because he's the guy, and he pretty much has two options. I don't think he's going to either of the New York teams.
Nah.
We already think that he's not going
not at all
to the Lakers because of LeBron. So it's just Clippers or Toronto. So whenever you want to make that move, make it. You prefer to make it early because if you are going to the Clippers, it allows them to try to make moves to get other pieces around you. And if you're going to stay with Toronto, it allows them to also, okay, now let's make moves so that we can keep this championship, you know? So Kawhi Leonard, the Finals MVP, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, the Claw. We all predict him to stay in Toronto. So, hey, just it's going to be crazy because his move is going to be something that we're talking about for days to come. Then we have Kevin Durant. And what I'll do is, with Kevin Durant, I would say Kevin Durant and Kyrie because from quote-unquote sources, who I don't know who the hell that is. Like whoever sources
exactly, like who?
Whoever sources is.
Put a name on it.
They can't put the name out there, but you trust Woj's sources, basically.
Yeah, it's a lot of sources I've heard. But Stephen A said this too.
What?
He said what he's hearing is that it's like almost set in stone that Kevin Durant and Kyrie will be Brooklyn.
That's why I was giving you guys the odds. So KD's minus 150 now. And like Kyrie's there, basically.
Yeah,
He already got his jersey.
So because D-Lo is going...
Because D-Lo's are restricted, but they're going to like rescind his contract.
Because he wants to go...
Because they're going to have Kyrie. So are we all in agreement?
To the motherfucking Lakers, nigga.
Are we all in agreement that...
he stays?
Yeah, that Kevin Durant and Kyrie are going to be Brooklyn Nets players next year?
That's for sure.
How about you, Lamar? You think that's going to happen?
What you got? You got the inside scoop?
Nah, I don't have no scoop on that. Just
you got your sources?
Everybody else is hearing is, I heard KD sold his crib in Cali.
Yeah, Malibu.
Bought a crib in New York. So it's pretty much, done deal.
Yeah.
I just don't like the fact they going to Brooklyn.
I'm with you.
Take it to the Mecca.
Yeah.
And build the Knicks up. That's what I say.
Yeah. Hey, I'm totally with you, Lamar. I just feel that if I'm going to go play at one of these major markets, I'm not playing for the secondary team of that city. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you say that.
If even in football, if I'm going to New York, I'm playing for the Giants. If I'm coming to LA, I'm not playing for the Chargers. I'm playing for the Rams.
Motherfucking right, nigga.
I come to LA.
Say that again. Say that again, nigga.
But I wouldn't play for the Rams. I'd play for the Chiefs.
You would lose with the Chiefs like y'all did against us.
Y'all lost to the Patriots. Y'all trash.
Nigga, y'all lost to us. Y'all didn't make it to the Patriots. Let's get there.
Yeah, that regular season don't count.
Yeah.
One for us, nigga. Look.
They had the refs on their side,
nigga,
so we can't count that.
First of all, I don't give a fuck. It was a pass interference. I will give them that.
First of all, y'all scored 3 points against the Patriots. Y'all terrible.
Time out. we play. That's in the Super Bowl, right?
Don't matter.
Y'all did not get there. I don't want to hear that.
It's a game. The Super Bowl was played the week before in Arrowhead. They won in overtime.
And we also led the league in scoring the year before that. And then we were number 2.
Not with
following
3 points.
Season.
But so KD,
y'all niggas had 0 because y'all didn't make it.
Like you said, Lamar.
1, 2, 3 Cancun.
This Rams nonsense. They was on boats too with an L. But
after the Super Bowl,
if I'm going to
fishing.
If I'm gonna go play in New York, man, I want to play at the Mecca. You know, you can't do no wrong with the Knicks because they haven't won since Walt Frazier and Willis Reed. That if you just go there and make it to the finals, you're loved forever.
Well, wait. So who's all going so far? Because I got a very interesting take on this one.
No, I just think. What do you mean?
Because everybody, you guys are all in agreement that KD and Kyrie most likely will go together to Brooklyn.
They're team up.
I don't think that. I don't think that at all.
You think
I feel like Kyrie goes to Brooklyn, KD goes to the Knicks. Just because of, okay, cool. If I have my spot in New York, why do I have to play in the subculture of what I want to prove my name to be? If I want to win, why want to win in the Garden? Why am I going to play like this? If you don't have ties to Rock Nation, nigga, I don't understand why you signing with the Nets. That's just to be real.
So
Kyrie
does,
right?
they both. No,
Kevin Durant is
they're both Rock Nation.
Rock Sports.
Both of them are Rock.
Both of them are Rock
both
Nation.
Of them. Yeah, so that's why they.
Fuck it, they both going to the Nets, nigga. I retract my statement, nigga. I thought just one was. I ain't gonna front.
Kevin Durant wouldn't go nowhere without another guy going because he's like, when I come back, I'm in win now mode right away because I'm gonna be 31, 32, so I have to be able to win now. If I go somewhere and I'm on the Knicks, Kyrie's with the Nets, I don't want to be waiting for RJ Barrett.
I could beat them niggas, but you know what? I feel like now that y'all told me about the Rock Nation situation, that y'all could have told me in the pregame of this. That
study your notes.
Nigga, what notes? I'm a dad, nigga. There's a lot of things that go on. Look. But it's like, you got to think about this. If they both go to Brooklyn, there'll be an easy situation. It's like, okay, Kyrie, I can trust you to bring the ball down, make a play. Just give me the ball.
Yep.
No, yeah, but plus we talked about it before we got on air that, man, they have a good situation. You have LeVert over there who's a solid player. Have Joe Harris, who's one of the best shooters in the league.
Spence.
Yeah, you got pieces.
Product.
You got Jared Allen, the big man shot blocker that you can have. So they're going to already have pieces in place, so I can understand the move. I just think about the big picture, like, man, I want to win with the Knicks, but maybe you can help make Brooklyn the new Knicks because the Knicks haven't won in so long. Now Brooklyn's there. They just made the playoffs. The Knicks didn't. You win with Brooklyn, that can be the new team. You know, it's a lot of kids growing up who never watched the Knicks win anything. They haven't even watched the Knicks be a good team. You know, just imagine the kids who weren't able to see Ewing and all those guys with John Starks and Oakley to where you know the passion of Knicks basketball. All you pretty much know now is our city usually sucks, but we just made the playoffs. D'Angelo and them had it going up, Spencer Dinwiddie, and now we add Kyrie and KD. Now this can become a net city. You know what I'm saying?
They're in prime position to be
to take the Knicks title as far as the king.
Not even that. Like I don't even think it has anything to do with it. I don't think anybody wants to go to Knicks because of James Dolan. Period.
For right now,
like their ownership is that bad. Like they got the coach that players like, and still nobody wants to go there. Like,
no, yeah, man, I like Fizdale though. That's why I thought a lot of people. Yeah,
wow.
That's why I thought a lot of people.
That's why he got that.
The LA swag. That's how he coach.
Go more.
I never even knew that.
Again.
But that's why. That's why I thought guys would want to go play there because you know LeBron, Wade, Bosh, they love playing with him. And that's kind of why Dolan was like, let me get a guy like this that people love and respect.
But we still don't fool with you.
Honestly, I love Fizz. They still should have went and got Mark, though.
Mark Jackson.
Jackson. Oh, yeah, that was
But, hey, if you haven't, make sure.
But you heard what Andre said. He's blackballed in the league.
Yeah, he's blackballed.
Bro, it really, I don't even understand. What did he do?
They said it was something about, like, preaching church.
No, him speaking of homophobia in the locker room and not wanting certain types of people working for the the organization.
For the team, about the organization.
So, I understand it, and this is 2019. You know how they feel about that, but I like Fizdale. I think that he did a good job with the young guys.
Oh no, he's a great coach.
Yeah, I'm good. But so if they get it together, I think that they will have a chance. But The Nets look like they're about to come up. It's about to be a big-time move. You're getting KD and Kyrie. So are we all in agreement now that KD and Kyrie are going to be Brooklyn Nets?
Y'all sway me.
Yes, definitely.
Bam. So KD, Kyrie, the Nets look out in Brooklyn. So far we got Kawhi staying in Toronto, KD and Kyrie staying in Brooklyn. And then the one that, once again, sources, especially Woj dropped, that everybody's also seeing too, is that Kemba Walker, it looks like he's going to be a Boston Celtic. Looks like he's going to fill in that slot for
shout out Heim
for Kyrie.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, shout out Heim.
Shout out Heim.
Woj had to drop the bomb of all bombs, and I repeat again today that the Lakers have $32 million. So.
Yeah, but I don't think Kemba.
I just want to let Woj know he was a hater, and all that mess he was talking about us not knowing what we was doing.
Because the Lakers BS. Because the Lakers can't get a max player. They don't know how to work.
We could buy you, Woj.
Nigga, we're gonna give you that max slot. But I think that Kemba's gonna go to Boston. He's an East Coast guy, from New York, played at UConn. I just think that he's going to fill in that spot much better. He's not as big of an ego as Kyrie, and he's just trying to win, man. So he'll go there willing to take 140, take his 140 and be with a winning program for the rest of his career, most likely. And I think it's a great move. What you feel about that, Bruce?
Yeah, I think that's it'll be a seamless transition for the Boston Celtics at least.
Yeah,
like Kemba fits their system, ball handling guard that's not crazy like Kyrie.
Yep.
And I think it'll work out better for them if they just go on ahead and do that. They might be able to keep the team that they got and just deal with Gordon Hayward. Tatum you'll have, and Jaylen Brown could stick around, and I still think that they could possibly sign DeAndre Jordan. I just think that it's a perfect fit for him even. I think they wanted him at one point too. I think they tried to sign him before Dallas gave him that 1-year deal. But that's something I would actually like to see. And I hate Boston. I hope they get nobody. I hope they sign Nicholas Batum to a max. Or, somebody else sign JR to the max or something. Like, I don't really care what they do, but the perfect fit basketball-wise, I think, is to get Kemba, let Terry walk.
Yep.
And
you have Marcus Smart.
Kemba, that makes it.
Yeah, Marcus Smart.
Because I was about to say Terry would have been the replacement for Kyrie.
You want Marcus to walk?
No, I said you have.
No, you
got
to think about it. Terry.
No, he stayed.
No, okay. Terry walked.
Terry walked.
Kyrie.
Terry
not Kyrie.
Yeah, Terry.
Kemba's a replacement.
If you
for
get
Kyrie.
Kemba Walker, then you good, and then Marcus Smart's a little back up.
And with Kemba,
and they drafted Carson Edwards.
Yep.
Okay.
From Purdue.
And they drafted what's the other dude? It's another. They drafted like 3 guards.
Yeah, 3 wings. Yeah. So they fixed that. People have to remember that Gordon Hayward, with the type of injury that occurred, that he happened,
he needed to come back.
He needed that year of playing. Now this year he's going to look more like Gordon Hayward.
Yep.
And Kemba, he doesn't hold the ball as much because, and plus, he has more of a I'm trying to win. I don't care if I'm leading or
but
not.
But another thing about Kemba, and I think like Kemba's good. Like Kemba's like they say he's All NBA this year. Like you don't make it at least even into consideration without being decent.
Yeah.
And Kemba don't got nobody to play with.
Yeah.
Like you put Kemba in Boston with a great coach,
Jaylen Brown,
up and coming talent.
Yep.
And if you give him, like I said, a center that can at least defend and run some pick and roll and be a threat on the roll, or the pick and pop. I mean, they can go stretch big and go Brook Lopez.
Yeah, they can try to. Yep.
But you need a rebounder out there. So I think that's why you go DJ, because they need a rebounder. Jaylen Brown can't rebound if he plays the 4. I don't think they keep the Morris twin.
Oh wait, why go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I think that Kemba in Boston will be perfect, and I want all of this to happen this way, so Lakers can do their thing.
Yeah. So what you got, Mike?
I was just about to say, because you said that, I want to know: do y'all feel that we will get DeAndre? Do you think we can get DeAndre?
Lakers?
No, we don't need him.
We don't need him.
No.
We'll talk about that for our next free agent.
Yeah,
but let's see what you Lamar, what you got on Kemba
Walker
to Boston? You think that's good?
There you go.
I'm pulling for Isaiah.
Hey,
miniature
Zeke. That's a high option.
So
that's a real
I totally
option,
agree
though.
with you there, because if they don't get Kemba, just
Isaiah's coming back and about to
bring him
relive.
Pull for Isaiah to come back.
He did enough to earn his name.
But once again, according to sources, it's like Jordan doesn't want to
Woj
offer
said
the
we
max.
didn't know what we was talking about. You still trust this dude?
No, Jordan. Everybody knows Jordan doesn't want to give Kimba the max because he's like,
I'm not giving Kimba
if
the
I
max.
give you the max, we already haven't been winning with you.
You got to give him 5 years, 221.
No, he want to give him 140 instead of, Kimba's like, if I'm going to stay here, I want to at least get 180. So
I'm not giving Kimba.
Boston's going to give him 140 for 4 years.
Like Charlotte? No, just tank forever.
So I just think that it sounds like it's going to happen. That's set in stone. And it's a good move for his career because now he can be a winner and know that he can be a Final Four team in the East every year. And then for Boston, you get another version of Kyrie that can possibly work better because he's trying to be a winner, wants to do whatever to show everybody that I'm to these other guards' level. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe if Kimba played with LeBron, he has a ring or two, so he wants to be able to prove that. So is there any other team?
How old is Kimba?
Kimba's 29.
29?
Yeah. So he
He's
has
a little
to win
older
now.
than I would like him to be.
He has to win now.
Honestly,
that's why he's taking a discount come later.
I just threw Isaiah just because of the way he got dealt. But
yeah,
honestly speaking, I probably wouldn't even go after Kimba. I would just bring in Rozier because you could keep him for cheap. He showed he could ball.
Yeah.
And save that money because you're gonna need a big over there.
Vooch
with
ooh, that's nice.
Horford
nice.
leaving, so that's a good pickup right there.
Yeah, Vooch would be nice.
Because Orlando doesn't look like they want to keep him.
No.
So
I mean, they got guys.
I think he may go to
They
Sacramento.
got a few little pieces to move around.
And he's honestly, I think skill wise, he's better than Al.
Vooch,
and
yeah.
he's younger.
Oh,
he's younger.
Yeah.
Vooch is nice.
That'd be a nice fit.
I wonder is there a way they can get both? Because if they somehow pulled off Kimba and Vooch, that would be nice.
No, they can't do that. They don't have enough.
That'd be nice. They probably could make some moves to try. Cause
They did renounce everybody and trade away everybody. So, but I think they still.
I think they're gonna renounce Morris and.
Yeah.
But Vooch probably don't get the max. You probably
Morris
can give him $100
Morris
million.
might have to stay for them though.
Yeah, but Vooch still gets $20 million a year.
But what I'm hearing is what I'm looking at for him in
he's
Sacramento.
But if they got like 60, they could make it happen.
Yeah.
40, 50 or 60.
But I love the Kimba Walker move over there because you still want to have a name to give the fans hope that, hey, we still trying to win. Terry went on TV, the radio, and was talking his mess about, that whole Celtics situation. So it's kind of hard to bring him back. So I think that it would be a good move. But so Kimba Walker, I guess we all in agreement once again. Celtics. Klay Thompson. We can just skip past this one. Warriors.
Warriors.
He's gonna be Warriors. Yeah.
He's not coming to LA no more.
Unless they don't give him the max.
He's not coming to LA, man.
They don't
Only
give
for
him
Thanksgiving
He's not getting
dinner.
our max.
Yeah.
Only for Thanksgiving dinner.
He's not getting our max. As much as I said his mama named him Klay, I want him Klay. He's not coming there.
Yeah, I think the Warriors.
Damn it! I mean, he's not coming.
Yeah, the Warriors are gonna seal that 5-year,
After
195. I think he stays there. So we can go on to D'Angelo. So
D-Lo, so
D-Lo.
we're exactly where we need to be.
So I'm wondering
how much cap space the Lakers got? $32 million. If you didn't know,
32 million. But do they throw a max contract to D'Angelo?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I don't think
Thank
so
you.
either.
Thank you again.
No.
Thank you. No. I definitely.
But
that was
D-Lo's
about to wish
max isn't the
we
same as
should've done
everybody
that.
else's max.
What's
but
his max?
it doesn't
It's
matter.
like 20 something. Like
It doesn't
That's
matter.
still
20.
too much.
We got it.
So you give him what, 19?
It doesn't. I don't get. We can give him 15. How much you understand that your contract comes with incentives on how good you delete your social media and how much you let your agent handle that. That's exactly what we want for you.
Okay, so
we've seen you, and that's why we shipped you out.
Pat Bev wants 3 years, 60 or something
40.
like that.
3 years, 40.
3 years, $40 million.
Yeah.
So that's what,
40. That's not bad.
14 a year, something like
Yeah,
that.
something around that. 14.
But look, he wants
13,
$15 million.
14,
a
yeah.
year.
16,
So,
32,
like I said,
48. Well, it's about
But
60.
if
This
I'm-
year is the year when everybody gets paid.
If
Everybody wants to pay somebody right
like
now.
16 mil.
If I'm
Almost
D-Lo,
a little
I
bit
get
more.
the Lakers the middle finger.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. If
Nigga,
I'm D-Lo,
I mean,
I'm like y'all did me dirty.
Y'all did me dirty.
I'm
You
done
did
with
us
y'all.
dirty, man. It's a locker room. We can't trust you no more.
He was
At
18,
that time,
19.
exactly, at that time,
Stop snitching, bro.
that's what I'm saying. At
Yeah.
that time, we looked at you like, "Hey, bro, you can't be here if you're gonna be doing that." That's the simple stuff that we worked on as my brother, as my teammate, as my dude. Is that my guy? That's my guy. You did me foul.
But clearly people ain't tripping because they like, hey, bring him back. Bring him back ASAP.
No. We know what? To be true, I'm not even gonna front. We're talking about bringing him back because he averaged over a dub this last season.
Yeah.
Because you left baby armed and all. You came back. You gonna come back with tattoos and a 20-piece that we can believe in.
Man, I was watching Kobe's final game last night, and D-Lo was on the team at that point.
With one tattoo,
D-Lo was like fat. Like
No,
he
yeah.
was like a little
baby
fat
face
kid.
fat kid. He was chubby.
I was
chubby.
like, he was chubby. I didn't know he was. I thought he
No,
was.
yeah, he got
He
got
came
himself
in
in
like-
shape in Brooklyn.
Spinning around in that circle cheering.
I'm not gonna snitch. I'm
And
not
I
gonna
saw
snitch.
so
I'm
many
not gonna
points.
snitch.
I saw so many points in the game where he was just wide open. People just look him off.
yeah.
I'm like,
No,
Yeah,
no, hey,
I'm
no.
so
First of
dirty.
all, teammates, it doesn't have to be during the game or after the game. Ain't nobody shaking this nigga hand. Nobody trying to give him a high five.
Nothing.
Good job.
Yeah, but
nigga,
at this point,
do what you do.
It ain't even
he
about
sold his
that.
soul.
Yeah, it's
No.
not even about that. It's just about, bro, Lakers trying to win.
I think basketball wise,
Yeah,
the
you
fit
want your
for
best.
We
D-Lo
got-
is good. And I'm just saying because if y'all over here telling me don't sign D-Lo, who do you sign?
it's
There's
other
a PG.
It's
Yeah,
other,
you talking about
or
there's other
someone to run the
people.
one.
I need a name.
Someone to run the one.
I need a one. Give me a one.
Give me a one that we can get.
Collison. Perfect name. I
Darren
love that
Collison?
name.
I can give you multiple. Now you can go Collison, Seth Curry. You can go
Seth Curry is not your starting
Pat
point guard.
Bev.
I don't care what you. Pat Bev wants $14 million. You gonna
But
give D-Lo
we can't-
16,
we
20,
can't give-
or are you giving Pat Bev 15?
But you can start Seth Curry next to LeBron and AD. you
Seth
started-
Curry
I'm not
is not
starting
your
Steph
starting
Curry.
point guard. I don't
I'm
care
not
what nobody
starting
say.
Seth
I'm gonna
fucking-
cut your
I mean-
mic if you say that again.
I feel like you should cut
So
it
that's
5
it.
seconds ago when
Name-
you first
Seth
said
Curry.
this nigga's name.
Name me the starting point guards for all the championship teams with the Lakers.
All the championship teams.
Yeah.
Derek
We had
Fisher,
16.
Okay.
Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Who was it? Ron
No, I'm
Harper
talking about
one year.
since the 2000s.
Ron Harper
So
got
2000s, it's been
Ron
Ron.
Harper was like more.
So the
solid,
point
bro.
guards for the Lakers in the 2000s have been Derek Fisher, Ron Harper, old ass, Lindsey Hunter, Jordan Formar. Bro, those
Bro,
guys.
but we don't have Shaq and Kobe.
But you have
you don't have Andrew
LeBron
Bynum and
and
Pau
AD,
Gasol.
But you have LeBron and AD.
Nigga, this
No,
ain't Space
it's not
Jam.
the same. It's not even the same league, bro. Like
This
we don't
ain't
play
Space
basketball
Jam.
like that.
Bro.
Dudes didn't even stretch the floor back then. They didn't know to. Chris Bosh came on is on wax
So
saying
why
there was
wouldn't
so
you-
many opportunities for me to step out and shoot the three more. We would have actually won more rings.
But
if
why
I knew how to
wouldn't
play
you start
ball.
Seth Curry, a guy that can knock down shots that you have to
Because
respect?
he can't. You cause then you
Why
have because
would
then
we-
you have to put all the ball handling on LeBron.
We have to
Seth
put-
Curry is not a ball handler. He is.
No, you can put
he-
most of it, but not
No,
all.
you
Who's going to handle the
cannot.
rock at that point? Because Kuzma
Bro.
is not handling your rock. AD is not your point guard.
Bro, we
And then
are
you bringing in
not-
JR?
Or another guy you can go get is somebody like George Hill.
I'll take Seth Curry if Kawhi is on the floor.
Yeah, I'll take Seth.
That's
Seth
the
with
only way I'm
Kawhi.
taking Seth as my starter.
But
If
let me-
you're telling
other-
me
but
I
don't
gotta-
forget-
forget,
I believe
you
in
still
guy.
have.
I'd rather have Caruso right there
You'll
than
probably
Seth.
bring back a Rondo, a guy like that. That you'll have guards where all
Okay,
he's
so
doing.
now you're
Time
making a
out.
little bit
Time
more
out.
sense, though. Now you're making more sense. If this is the team I want, and this is the team
You
I'm
just said
trying to
starting
build,
point guard.
then Rondo as a starting point guard with like all these great players
Yes.
makes sense because you just need someone to fill the void of point guard. Seth Curry is not your starting point guard.
But
He
tell-
comes off the
na-
bench. He's an eighth man, maybe, and then he comes in and he gets hot for a real quick second,
And we
and he
sit
has
this
like
nigga
two
down.
vintage, like two great like standout games in the playoffs that save our asses, and he goes on about his business making the minimum. But you cannot have Seth Curry as the only option. When I give you when I ask you a question, I say, "What starting point guards are we gonna have other than D'Lo?" And your answer is Seth
Seth
Curry.
Curry? I feel like
you
we
need
should've
to
cut his
leave my
mic.
studio.
Bruce, who's better, Seth Curry or Mario Chalmers?
What the?
Seth Curry. So that's why you can
Nah,
have
I'd
him.
probably
as-
say Mario Chalmers.
I have to go with
I'll go with Chalmers.
I wouldn't go
As
with
a
Chalmers
po-
as
No.
a
Hey,
better
Bruce,
player.
Bruce,
I'd start Mario Chalmers with this
Bruce, you know
Really?
what?
No.
Yeah.
No, Bruce.
I wouldn't do that.
Because I love you.
'Cause then I'm gonna
I
have
love
Kawhi.
this man.
Seth Curry had a great year last year. He learned a lot playing
he
with Dame
balled.
and CJ
No,
He
McCollum.
balled,
Mike Hill.
but Seth is still a liability on D.
Mike Hill.
Oh,
Super
Mike Hill.
liability.
Mike Hill, can I ask
He's
you
not even
something?
as good as Steph.
but Rondo's
Steph
a
will
liability.
get in the. Rondo's a super liability, but I say he's going to play next Kawhi.
No. Can I ask Michael a question real quick? How long is an NHL penalty? I need you to take a break.
I'm black. I don't watch
Seth Curry. I don't either. But
you need to be in the penalty box for this
bro,
Seth Curry
starter. That is not Seth Curry cannot be a starting point guard for any potential ring team in the next 3 years.
If you build the right team around those guys,
Seth Curry as your starting point guard,
the same way Derek Fisher to me was always trash, but because you had
he
Kobe,
was trash. He just wasn't a fucking elite player to me.
You had Kobe, you had Lamar Odom.
No, you had the triangle offense. Are you running a triangle offense with Brian and Frank Vogel in them?
Triangle, triple post.
You gonna run a good pick and roll offense with LeBron and AD?
Pick and roll. I said triangle.
Triangle, triple
tell me
that
post
was
option.
not the pick and roll.
Tell me this: who's gonna name the players who's gonna touch the ball the most?
LeBron and AD, and then whoever else we
and
sign
Kyle
as the next
Kuzma.
player if we get it.
So all you need is somebody that can spot up, make threes, and play solid defense.
We're not
from
getting
here
Klay
and there.
Thompson, so who's the next person? Exactly.
Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma just averaged
You're saying
18
points. We're not talking about Kuzma.
See what we
Kuzma
deal
got
with
his
here, Lamar? You see what we deal with here?
Kuzma has his set role
He's
of
crazy.
getting a bucket when he needs it.
D'Angelo sounds good.
Yes, he does.
He sounds
yeah,
good.
see, God don't like it. Man.
But you have
God
to,
don't even like
ugly.
it. He won't even let you speak. You try to speak and you
No,
choking.
it's the fact I'm talking D'Angelo and Lakers.
Nah, you choking.
No, you did
choking
not.
over
You
here.
just said
the LA in me got me about to die.
So are we about to
God
get D'Angelo and
said.
Seth? You know what, Michael? We're not going to let you back out of this. Are we getting D'Angelo and Seth?
No,
that's not going to work.
What I'm saying is that if you build the right team around the guys who's been winning.
Seth Curry is your
Curry's
option?
not making our roster.
If that's the case, we signed Seth Curry Sunday, 6 p.m.
He's not the go-to option.
Well, why do we want him?
I wouldn't throw all this money to D'Angelo to where if I throw a little bit of money at Seth, I can build it. We can have a 10-guy rotation if we spend the money right compared to throwing all this money to D'Angelo. Now we got 4 good guys and a bunch of bums. And if one LeBron James injury occurs at 35, his body's playing at like 40, then the Lakers is wrecked and they're stuck with just 3 guys compared to filling the team out, having your top 3 guys, and then a whole bunch of good, solid players that you can win with, whether AD goes down or LeBron goes down, because we don't want to be like last year where somebody gets hurt and then now we're looking trash. We don't make the playoffs. So you want to build this team and have depth because that would be our advantage. You know, say if a guy like Jimmy Butler goes to the Rockets, the advantage the Lakers will have over them is like, okay, we got more depth than they do, and because their starting lineup is strong, but we're going to beat them because our depth is better and we got LeBron, AD, and Kuzma doing their thing. So that's the only reason why. If D'Angelo comes to the Lakers, it'll be dope. But I just don't think the Lakers should throw all their money away.
That's not all our money.
Okay, see, this is what I was going to ask you. Okay, as a squad, would you rather have D'Lo or would you want to bring Jimmy over and let's get some assets?
I don't think I would like that.
I don't think you can get assets with Jimmy.
I would like Jimmy. I would like to get Jimmy.
That's why I asked that question was because then do you want to fill out the team or get a max player? That's the only reason I asked it that way.
See, like Jimmy is like a full-on max.
Exactly.
We can do the max thing. Like I don't mind having Kawhi or Jimmy. We can do it.
But who else we getting? Because we spending.
Are you paying D'Angelo $22
then you
million
sign Rondo.
a year?
Huh?
Are you paying D'Angelo $22 million
Rondo not
a year?
staying no more?
I'm paying him 19, 20.
But see, I don't know.
Hey, I'm paying D'Lo 22. Me personally,
I'm gonna give him a
Laker
dub.
fan. You already stole Lonzo from me. I need D'Lo back there.
Yeah, I'm not paying him 22.
22. I'll sign it.
Wait, so we trading our number 2 picks, D'Lo for Alonzo again?
I need to run it back.
We both got him number 2.
I don't think D'Lo fit with AD.
Run it back.
I don't think he fits with AD and
at 3, wasn't it?
And LeBron.
Wasn't D'Lo 3? I'm sorry.
Huh?
The pick and roll. D'Lo ran the most pick and rolls.
No, yeah, with
last
Brooklyn
year that I know.
But you have to remember
that he was a playmaker.
He had the ball every time with LeBron. We all thought that same thing. We was like, "Ooh, this about to be nice. He about to let Lonzo be J Kidd. LeBron gonna play like Jordan." But it didn't happen. LeBron is so used to, man, give me this damn ball so I can come up and initiate this offense. that you truly don't need a true point guard. It worked with Kyrie.
LeBron can't play 48 minutes, bro. Who's backing this man up?
You don't have to play 48.
You gonna go to some mediocre ass point guard after LeBron sit down, or he don't want the ball at some point?
No, that's why you expand the team and you add.
Seth Curry
pieces.
cannot fill the void, even if LeBron is on the court.
I can't trust Seth Curry. So to give me 20
I'm not even putting Seth in a pick and roll.
So you saying Darren Collison can?
No,
Darren Collison will be able to be a little bit better, but then he gives you the opportunity to sign a better 2.
Yes.
If you sign Collison, then you can sign a better 2, somebody that can initiate the offense.
Yeah, but you wouldn't throw
AD your starting 5?
Yeah, he's a 5.
I would love for AD to be my 5. I don't know if he wants to be my 5.
He doesn't want to be.
I can understand, like.
So then Kuz is the 4.
I want AD, Kuz, Bron.
And then
probably
a
like a KCP at the 2, a 3. You know,
stop saying that man's name.
Stop bringing them up. We're not keeping this contract.
We done paid this man $31 million over the last 2 years. I'm good on this guy.
He's Clutch Sports.
That's enough, man.
They about to be called Los Angeles Clutch Sports. Yeah, so we might have KCP and JR.
No.
You know bring Tristan back then.
Chill.
You can't do that.
Y'all over here wishing bad on my team. Y'all worse than Woj.
Michael, I love you. You have one more comment.
Hey, but to be
Michael
honest,
is Woj.
Nah. I'm just telling
you that. What time is it? We
gotta. I wouldn't throw a max to D'Angelo just because I don't know how good he fits with LeBron. And
I'm giving him a dub
because it's going to be a lot of him sometimes without having the ball in his hands.
I believe in him.
If you looked at him with the Nets in the fourth quarter, he was a guy making the most of the plays. In the fourth quarter, it's going to be all LeBron AD. So he just standing, got to play a catch and shoot guy, which he
That's
can do,
what
but it's not his strength. And then you'll be like, okay, we need you to guard the Westbrooks, the Chris Pauls.
Who's guarding the Westbrooks?
Huh?
Who?
D'Angelo.
No, he's not gonna guard them.
He can't handle.
He doesn't have
that. No, but that's why. This is why
he's going on the
reason I like D'Lo as the option is because D'Lo can play on or off the ball. He doesn't have to be a 1.
Exactly.
He is, and he's not small. D'Lo like 6'5". Like
he is.
He can run around with a 2 guard and guard the perimeter and at least run around and chase somebody off the 3-point line a little bit.
Nigga, I'm on you.
Then you get your 2 guard who's able to guard point guards because you just named Russ. Nobody could guard Russ. Russ is 6'6".
Russ 6'3". Sure.
Now he is like 6'4".
But you got Dame. You got to go against the Dame.
Russ is a much longer and larger point guard and stronger point guard than any point guard, honestly, in the league when it comes to his size.
He's the
strongest. He plays like he's 6'5".
Yeah, like the way exactly, and like, but like with his like wingspan and stuff like that, like his athleticism, like
his athleticism breaks him apart.
The reason why
from every single person,
he has a D Rose ability with a Steve Francis body, but a little bit bigger.
When it comes to the other point guards, Chris Paul is washed. Steph, right you learned in the playoffs here that you
can body him.
You got to just double him up. Like, other than that, take the 30 that he gonna give you.
But the team that you have to think
about,
Dame
is a problem. I don't think anybody can actually guard Dame unless you're actually running. You have to play him like Steph because
you gotta fucking
play because him coming off the screens and him having any type of breathing room is going down as big money every single time.
And then don't forget about Jamal Murray because I'm thinking about the teams that you're gonna have to
random bucket.
The guys that you're going to have to compete with for a championship next year because I think...
I ain't worried about
wait. Let's not forget that Paul Pierce picked Denver Nuggets going to the finals next year. Yeah. Not the Western Finals, Lamar. I want you to the NBA Finals, bro. I had to ask that because I was
happy. No. The key for Denver, and we talked about it, was Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, you got Bobo and Porter.
Like, you talking about like the top kid in the nation that... ended up going 13 or 13
and then had to play in a latter year.
And he's been hitting windmills and 360s on.
Yeah, you saw that?
Breaking news on him.
Oh.
Let me hear it.
He's playing in the summer league.
We breaking news over
Zion,
here.
It's about to be competition,
baby.
Breaking news. You number 1 pick. I was number 1 player, nigga.
Hey,
let's get it.
So before we move on from the free agency, it's a lot of guys we can talk about.
Let's go.
Let's just talk about one more. Let's talk about Jimmy Butler because the word out is that the Rockets is trying to clean house to make a move to acquire Jimmy Butler. So, Jimmy Butler, how do you guys feel about Jimmy Butler going to the Houston Rockets?
Don't like it.
You don't like it?
Jimmy?
To me, I like it, but you got to get rid of D'Antoni. I just think that he just allows Harden just to do whatever, and you don't want Jimmy just standing there and watching. You want Jimmy actually hooping. So if they were to get Jimmy, I think they would need a coaching change, because Jimmy, Harden, Chris Paul, and whatever team you can fit around that, man, will be a nice team. Because you got to remember,
Jimmy's not allowing D'Antoni to do nothing.
Yeah, the West, like, the West is wide open. Anybody can win next year. You know, a lot of people are saying the Lakers just because there's no Warriors, and it's like it's open, so you're gonna choose the guy that you feel is the best, and that's LeBron. But it's wide open. A move like Jimmy could be the piece. Last year we said what? Oh, they're not gonna win. They don't have Trevor. You just upgraded your Trevor by getting Jimmy Butler, who's more of a bucket and made a better defender at this point of his career. So with the right coaching change, I think that it could be something that will be very nice, because their wing defense will be nice with Chris Paul, Jimmy Butler. What do you feel about that, Lamar?
What I look at for Jimmy, he should look at his options where the team I have, I leave them, is the team that I'm going to going to be better than what I have now.
Yeah, I'm staying in Philly. Yeah.
That answer is no.
Yep, I agree.
I'm going to get into disagreements with James because he's not going to want to lock in on D.
Mm-hmm.
D'Antoni's not going to hold cats accountable.
On defense, yep.
So for Jimmy, he's a player's player. He's playing both ends of the floor, and I think for Philly, their key is whether or not Ben comes back with some sort of jump shot. He's got to work. He's got to work at his jump shot.
It's not going to come in one season.
No.
Who, Simmons?
I'm not.
Yeah, that's
Did you see the video? Did I send y'all that video?
No.
There was a video of him like outside jumpers, and like they edited it to where like the crowd was like the all-star reaction from the dunk contest.
Oh my!
And he was hitting like 25-footers or whatever, like right inside the three.
I don't, and honestly, I don't even need him to do that. Just hit that.
Nigga,
16, 18 pull-up from the elbows.
I need you to work 10, 15 consistently.
Top of the key, and we're good.
Yeah.
Because it's all in progression. So make that first, because then that'll keep the defense honest on you.
True.
After that, you keep Redick, you keep the bias. Like they said, Philly just needs to go ahead and go over the salary cap.
Yeah, go over the salary cap and try to win.
Try to win.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. So, man, free agency is coming. A lot of big moves. What's up, Mike? You got something to say about Jimmy?
I was just gonna say that I feel like Jimmy's best fit would not be, of course, to stay with the Philly Sixers, but I feel like wherever Jimmy does decide to go, you have to max out his defensive capabilities. I would love him to come to the Lakers, but I feel like if we do that, just like we said, we're not getting no one else. So it's like I want him to go ahead and find him a situation where they can build around whatever they already got going. He can't be the center stone.
No, yeah, and that's if he were to come to the Lakers, he will have to agree that, okay, I'm gonna be the third guy.
Of course.
My job is to, try to be all defensive first team.
But that's a horrible situation for us when we're trying to stabilize the rest of the positions that we know we need to build around KD. I mean not KD, I'm sorry. Around AD, LeBron, and Kuz right now.
Yeah.
Those are main pieces that we're trying to build around. But what young piece and two already established pieces that we have.
What I'm thinking about is with the Warriors, the team that just won the finals wasn't the most fire-starting offense. They just played good defense. No, that won the championship, Toronto Raptors. So I think that if you build a great defensive team and have your great offensive guys here and there, that those guys, I think the NBA is going to start to change its look, because it's a copycat league. When the Bad Boy Pistons won, the Houston Rockets pretty much made their team off of that. They had the two guards, Kenny Smith, Vernon Maxwell. You had the Twin Towers. You had the teams copied that. You had the Shaq and Kobe. Mm-hmm. You had T-Mac and Yao. So it's just a copycat league. You try to copy what teams are doing to win.
T-Mac and Yao tried.
A lot of people copied the Warriors and said we're going to shoot a bunch of threes and do all of that. But now since that didn't win the championship, if KD leave, you're going to know that it's not that anymore. So how did Toronto win? Let's do that. And it was a lot of defense and guys just stepping up. You know, their second leading scorer in the finals was 19 points a game. Siakam. So it's like you're not going to have to just get offense.
Siakam,
So I think that Jimmy to the Rockets would be nice, but wherever he go, he has to go to the right situation. And he's going to be a good player.
Yeah, I think Jimmy needs to stick around in Philly.
Yeah, that's what I like best for him too.
Like that's just the best situation.
So they can be especially if Kawhi leaves, they can be the favorites in the East with no Kawhi.
But I think that all depends. And I think another thing about Jimmy is Jimmy wants to be in a situation where he knows he's going to win.
Yeah.
I don't think Jimmy's about the nonsense no more. And I think honestly, Jimmy might not be feeling Embiid and Simmons.
No, I think at first
that could be his issue because Simmons he might even be cool with. I think it's more so Embiid because they talk about how Embiid doesn't take care of himself.
Yeah.
And you like a 350-pound big man with foot problems and back problems and knee problems, and you eat cheeseburgers all day.
And that's why I think a summer.
I'm not doing this with you, dog.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
I'm in the gym. You at McDonald's.
That's why I think a summer with
just
Philly.
Sent you a bucket.
Yeah, a summer with Philly will be big for him because you got to remember their team was close to defeating the champions.
A bounce.
Yeah, a bounce. A few bounces away.
Bounces.
Yeah. So if they actually
they win it,
yeah,
and they probably beat Warriors.
Yeah, they would, especially with the injury. So if you get those guys to have a whole summer together, training camp together, preseason, and then playing at the beginning of the season, they'll be more comfortable in their roles.
Timeout.
They started to figure out towards the end of the year that Jimmy was a closer, and that's how they started to play. And people forget that Embiid was dealing with a sickness and stuff during the conference semis, so it all hurt him. But I like Jimmy staying in Philly, man. I think that's his best bet. What's up, Mike?
Timeout. Side note: did y'all just say that Philly would have beat the Warriors in the finals?
Yeah, the Warriors are banged up
with the injuries.
Yeah, with the injuries.
But I think head up, they could have beat them.
Yeah,
man on man.
Philly was playing. They had playing out of their mind defensively.
Facts. Yeah.
In the playoffs.
Yep.
Out of their mind. They was like just. They was bullying teams on the floor.
Toronto won that by luck.
What?
Kawhi carried that team that game and then ended up hitting that last shot because he just really willed them.
I can give them.
And then, but not even that. Philly had two like bonehead plays in the last the end of the game.
I had Philly beat Milwaukee.
Sense. But see that's what I'm saying. Not Milwaukee. Philly's immaturity in a big time situation, especially going to the NBA Finals, I feel like they wouldn't have had a chance against Warriors, injuries or not. Like I feel like that would have been a chance. Like, okay, show us where you've been, and we'll show you how to get there.
Right.
Like if you're gonna tell me that Ben Simmons and Embiid are gonna lead you to a championship at that time as of last season, I would have laughed at you.
No, they would have won.
Even if Kawhi didn't hit that miraculous shot at the time that people didn't think that he worked on, where he did the double. Look, the 2 dribble pull up, not the 1, so I can catch you off balance with my pull up. So I'm like, I don't see Embiid and Simmons meshing enough to go ahead. Steph and Clay, when you come back, I got you. Draymond, you not gonna lock us up. Like, no, you ain't nothing.
You got Jimmy Butler and Tobias. They would have had the better starting lineup because Kevin Durant was hurt. Clearly, he didn't come back until game 5?
You were counting on KD being out the whole series, right?
But that's what it was at that point.
Yeah. But if you like this, okay, cool. If Clay comes back, I feel like Golden State had a chance already.
No, yeah, they would have had a chance.
That's what I'm saying. Like when Clay came back, you have a chance to beat this young team that's never even been this far, who doesn't know how to get a ring, and we know how to work around the motherfuckers who don't know.
Let me tell you,
excuse my French.
If I knew KD wasn't playing, I would have picked Philly no matter what because I was just like,
remember we kept going back and forth with Philly. We was like, man, I was like, man,
they would have beat Milwaukee, but they just lost out on a crazy buzzer beater. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, hey, stuff happened, but NBA free agency is coming up. When you guys hear this episode,
let me make sure. I get this now.
Okay.
Courtside Radio, Good News Sports, Good News Radio. We here.
Yep.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
You might listen on a different day, but it's Thursday today.
And we love you.
LeBron has just officially chosen number 6 as his jersey. He has passed on the 23 to AD today.
Okay.
Along with the $32 million.
He won 2 rings as number 6.
Remember, AD traded waived his trade kicker because he signed his Space Jam contract today for sure.
Exactly.
Things are looking good in Lakerland. I just want to let y'all know that. But that was just my quick breaking news. Was LeBron chose number 6.
Those were the good years.
True, and your
2 titles, 2 MVPs,
and Mr. Shice, right?
A headband. I don't think he bring the headband back because the piece will fall
his
off.
hairline going.
So the crazy part about his career is his 4 years as number 6. He averaged 26.9 points, 2 titles, 2 MVPs. 12 seasons is 23, 27.2, 1 title, 2 MVPs. So I take the 2 rings, bro.
I take the 2 rings. Yeah. I need 2 more of those.
I need 2 more of those. So I take the number 6. But man, once again, like my boy Bruce said, it's Courtside Radio with the starting 5. A little shorthanded today. Pre-recording something new that, we usually always live, baby. Bro, that's how we like to give it to you. But we got our guest Lamar in the building. We're doing our thing. Next time you guys hear us, it will be July 11th. You'll hear us live in studio number 2, the new studio.
New studio.
Good News Sports, where you can check out all the shows. Once we update that app, you're going to be able to have them separated, and Good News Sports will be all over this thing. But it's Mike Hill, the PG here, Courtside Radio. We want to get on to the awards just passed. We just want to talk about, do we agree with all of the awards? So I will kind of list off how the awards went. Then we will kind of discuss if we agree with who the winner was. So most improved player, Pascal Siakam. Rookie of the year, Luka Doncic. Defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert. Sixth man of the year, the 3-time sixth man of the year, Lou Will. Coach of the year, Mike Budenholzer of the Milwaukee Bucks. You have the Community Assist Award, Bradley Beal. Sportsmanship, Mike Conley. Teammate of the year, Mike Conley. The House of Highlights moment of the year, Derrick Rose scoring 50. And then the Sager Strong Award, you got Robin Roberts, which she deserved. And I love the fact they did the Lifetime Achievement
Bird
Award
and
for
Magic.
Bird and Magic. It was terrific. But let's
Bird threw a shot out there. That's not.
No, yeah, hey, that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
He's supposed to be here longer than we thought we would.
Yeah, longer than he thought.
Bro, what you mean?
But he know how that money works. Shout out to Bruce, man, on the 1s and 2s. He got the Wu-Tang going. He fresh, man. He know what he doing. He be showing out, but
he a young old cat. He a young old
Hey,
cat.
I'm happy y'all listening to Courtside today. So let's attack it. Most improved player of the year, Pascal Siakam. The runners up were De'Aaron Fox, D'Angelo Russell. Do we agree with that award?
Yeah, Pascal deserves it completely because, you didn't know who Pascal was. The kid just learned how to play basketball, basically. Like, he literally carried Toronto through those finals. And I know that you put these awards in basically right before, but honestly, I've heard from reporters that they watched that first round. They wanted to. If they didn't have to put their votes in, then they're gonna watch as much basketball as they can and see what you do when the bright lights come on.
Yeah.
And once those bright lights came on, Pascal balled all playoffs.
No, yeah.
He had his games off, but that's expected, bro. This is year 2.
Bro, he had 32 in the finals.
Bro, he had 17 a game. You know what I'm
Throughout the playoffs, it was literally just him and Kawhi.
Yeah,
that's it.
Fact.
You know what?
We were like, Larry, when you going to show up? He finally showed up.
Bro, and
they
lost.
Carried
but see,
bro.
This is
go ahead.
This is one reason why I was thinking like, damn, should most improved have been D'Angelo? Because
in my mind, I didn't give my take, but go ahead.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets were nothing really last year.
Yeah,
we weren't really talking about D'Angelo. He was an afterthought, especially in LA.
Yeah.
And this guy just got a year where he averaged nearly a dub, leading a team that made the playoffs.
To the playoffs.
Yeah,
he led them.
He made the All-Star team only because Oladipo was hurt, but he was on the All-Star team, and he was the premier guy that every night you knew we have to make sure he don't go off. But he was able to do it and lead them to the playoffs. Compared to Pascal, who you knew Kawhi was that guy, even though Kawhi missed a bunch of games, like 17 games. So it was just tough for me, but I can see how you give it to Pascal.
You give it to Pascal because of the consistency.
He really came from nowhere.
He did it on big stages, and he literally came from nowhere.
Yeah.
D'Lo is a number 2 pick.
Yeah.
It's expected of him to be good at some point.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to be an all-star, even though you made it on the back end. You're you're supposed to be on track to be doing these things.
Yeah.
You actually might be a year behind on where you should be. And another thing about D'Lo is he only balled like that because Karis LeVert was out. So he had to put the team on his back because LeVert was hurt up until almost the end of the season.
Yeah. So he had to carry that load.
And LeVert was balling just like this. Like, they would have eventually split the bill, and like D'Lo does. Maybe you're not talking about D'Lo for the max right now because of that. You know, maybe you're not offering him all this money if Karis LeVert doesn't get hurt. But then he doesn't have this opportunity to leave the team, and then they put Kyrie in that position. Yeah. Because like, if you're Brooklyn, you sign Kyrie. Like, you want to do that. But D'Lo was really good this year. He definitely was one of the most improved players because when it was needed, he came out and showed out on the big stage. And they even won a game in Philly, like the first game. Didn't Brooklyn go and take it from them?
Yeah, they got that first game, yeah.
Like, they played well.
They gave them a hard-fought series. And
they're a well-put-together team.
Yep.
And D'Lo played well, but Pascal deserved every piece of that.
What do you feel about it, Mike?
I was going to say, you know what? I'm going to give it to the dude that averaged 21 and 7, D'Angelo. You feel me? Because he actually put in his work. He actually showed us why do we draft you as a high draft pick as the Lakers in to begin with? So when we let you go, you start thriving. You start flourishing in a different offense. So we was like, okay, you know what? We see Siakam out here doing his thing. Can't leave him out on that still. I feel like people are being wooed by the reason that he just won a ring as being a number 2 option. D'Angelo was the number 1 option on his team. So we're giving it to the most improved player that became a number 2 option on a championship team, or giving it to a player that became a number 1 option that people didn't even really be like, well, why did he even get to make it to the league? He's probably going to be a bum. He's going to be average. Oh, we can't even trust you in the locker room. You know what? I give it to the cat that did 21 and 7 after y'all didn't even believe in me. Y'all shipped me out, thought I wasn't going to be shit. So you know what? Siakam did his thing with Kawhi, who can be your crutch because he's a top 5 player in the league. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and give it to D'Lo. I'm going to give it to D'Lo.
What about you, Lamar? How do you feel about that award?
I got to go with Pascal.
Pascal, yeah.
The 21 and 7 is cool, but that's what was expected.
That's what had to happen as a number 1, almost 2 option. But I have to lead my team to get a damn victory.
But even before that, like you said, LeVert was playing at an all-star level.
Yeah, he's playing great ball.
He was clearly the number 1 option for Brooklyn. When technically it should have been D'Lo. LeVert could have been on that awards list for best improved.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the injury.
You know, but I think Siakam, being that he was a 27-28 pick in the draft.
Averaging 16.9 and 6.9 rebounds.
I can say that I was able to watch him last summer through the highlights with him working out with Rico Hines.
Yeah, I would go up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go up there.
So, with the Rico.
You know, I saw the improvement that he made. A lot of cats are forgetting about Anube.
Hey, man, you too young to know about this.
Yeah.
You too young to know about this, Bruce.
Anube was coming on as well. He worked out with Rico. So that's where I feel like, you know, Siakam deserved and well-deserved, well-earned. You know, and see what happens next. But, you know, I wanted to touch back on free agency real quick.
Okay.
Just a name, and I'm going to throw it out there. Elfrid Payton.
Elfrid Payton, yeah.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, good
he cut
defender.
the hair and did his thing. I give you that.
Yeah, I think that kid deserves another shot.
He just can't shoot, dog.
Yeah, but he actually proved that he got.
You know who can shoot?
Who?
D'Lo.
Wait. You know who else can shoot?
Hey, he ain't most improved.
His mama named him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
Yeah, but we
bring your ass to the Lakers, man. We want you, but we can't get you right now.
I don't want Clay.
Yes, you do, but you can't. We can't.
He hurt.
Open.
Hey, but
off the dribble.
So is KD.
Pull up,
but if we
float.
can get him, y'all bet you.
Hey, Lamar, like
fade
you,
away,
like you
turn
said,
left, turn right. Just, you know,
man, shout out to the Raptors because man, I would go up there to UCLA once or twice every week, and they'd be up there. The whole squad would be up there with Rico, getting their work in. My boy DeLon was on the squad before they traded him in that Marc Gasol trade. But they used to be up there doing their thing. So, man, I had mad love for the work that he put in because I was like, damn, this dude is balling. I didn't even know his name then when he was at UCLA. I didn't know whether he was Siakam or OG. So I was just like, damn, this dude
Who they
balling.
didn't play this year and will be back next year.
Yeah.
And shout out
He
Club
played.
42.
OG played.
No,
Yeah,
he
he
got
played.
hurt.
Yeah,
He got hurt,
yeah.
but he was okay to play, I think, towards the end, but they didn't want to bring him back.
So to move on, Sixth Man of the Year. Do we agree? We just gonna give it to Lou
You
Will.
damn right.
No, yeah.
I think it was close with Montrez, but Lou Will was that guy.
No, it wasn't.
He
No,
was
it
that
wasn't.
guy.
The only
for that
reason it was
team.
close because Lou Will was playing with him.
Yeah,
Right, it was
facts.
that close.
Hey, so Coach of the Year, do we agree with Mike Budenholzer
Yes.
over
give it
Doc
to him for
Rivers
now.
and Mike Malone?
Yep.
You know what?
Yeah.
Doc, I wanted to give it to him, but it's like, you got to give it to the man who did his work this
First
season.
year coach, Mike
With that team.
Budenholzer coming in, and
First year.
Leading.
With that team.
with that team.
Leading.
Yeah, he
Oh
was
no,
with-
no,
he was
because I
with
was
the
going
Hawks.
to touch on like he did the Hawks thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he was this good. He probably did he win the award then with the Hawks?
No.
No,
Did he
I
give him
think
the
so.
award? I was
No.
wondering if
He
won it.
was up and coming.
Yeah, he
coach.
was
Put it
top
that
tier.
way.
But he deserved this because he's done this. This is the second franchise he's done this with.
Yeah.
Came in, changed the whole system. And the very first year I'm here, like we putting
here,
up numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think like definitely boot Coach Bud.
Doc don't believe in it, but
Doc could hate all.
we
these
all
old-
saw. I
Yeah.
saw that reaction yesterday. I said,
Hey, so Rookie of the Year.
So he got fined.
So do we agree with Luka? Because I was all in
Easy.
Luka. I saw some people saying
Nah,
Trae Young.
bruh, Trey Young.
get out of here.
Are
man.
you serious?
No, I'm
No,
not.
I know you're not. I was about to say, get out of here,
I was about to say, man.
Mister.
But-
I am a grown ass man.
So
But
Luka,
you know I love me some Trey, and I think
No,
Atlanta
yeah.
gonna be a problem next year.
I do.
no,
like
yeah,
Trey.
I like
Especially
their
with
draft.
Cam.
I like what they did.
Especially
DeAndre Ayton
with
had
Cam.
some nice numbers, 16 and 10, but
He didn't live up to, even though he did 16 and 10, it wasn't what we thought he would do.
that's just 1 year. He got time.
That's true, and I don't think he's going to pan out even further than that.
So
I'm being shrill.
So the next one, Defensive Player of the Year. Do we agree with Rudy Gobert? Because I'm
No.
No.
Who did
No.
you guys have?
Go ahead.
Go,
Let's-
Lamar.
wait,
Lamar,
no.
we'll let our
I'm about
guests
to go ahead.
start.
And then we're going to go this way to you, Bruce.
I'm going with Giannis.
Giannis?
Giannis.
They gave that to Rudy because
Say
he
his
was
last
on
name.
on his route transvant
About the All-Star.
sensitivity moment.
He was so mad.
That's funny.
He was
Facts.
so
They had to-
mad.
They had to get that dude something so he wouldn't cry.
Be crying, man. What about you, Bruce? You agree with that or?
I think Giannis was the best defender this year.
Giannis?
Like I would have loved to have seen him win MVP and defensive player of the year, but Rudy was hot. So
What about you, Mike? You agree with that award?
Hell nah.
Who'd you have? You had Giannis
You know
as well? Because Paul George was the other guy who led
I was
the league
about to
in
say,
steals.
I gave either PG or Kawhi. I want to give Kawhi a better two-way player, but I will give PG for leading the league in steals, actually doing this thing offensively, and then still showing up on the defensive end. You feel me? So I give it to. I'm gonna give it to PG. I want to give it to Kawhi, but I'll give it to PG.
That award is so tough because it's like
Exactly.
especially
I just think it depends on how long and how long you can do it at the high level.
No, you know what? I'm giving
Because
it to Kawhi.
at the end of the year, like PG, he
ain't
broke
played
down.
enough.
Like
Yeah.
you know,
Damn, he's
PG
the
got
best
hurt at the end of the year.
defensive
He was tired. I can't do I can't play
No.
all the defense.
Yeah.
Take all the good shots, the smart shots. With Russ over here just running around, going crazy, just pulling up when he wants to.
And then we have to remember Giannis was the best defensive player on the best defensive team.
Giannis
And he was able to guard all positions.
Giannis,
And he did his thing, so-
Kawhi.
And they didn't even have like a big man in the middle to defend the
did.
paint.
Yeah, Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez
wasn't
is
really
not a
blocking
defensive
shots.
player.
Yeah.
He's like
In any way, he's not even a rebounder.
You know what?
Yeah.
He's an offensive player that just happened to have a big body.
But hey,
He's the nigga that you.
He is
hoop
a
with.
stretch five that should be playing a three.
He's the tallest.
That's
nigga
how
on the
much
squad
work
that
he
only-
don't even. I don't even know where he should be on the court sometimes
I do
with his
And
rebounding and defense.
in the VBL
Man.
in the Venice Beach League because he's a 7-footer. He's the tallest person on your squad that will only shoot threes.
and
That's who he
but
is.
He got to. He's a best shooter.
No,
was
he does
knocking him
not
down.
have to.
Hey, he was knocking him down.
Well, guess what? That didn't get us a ring.
So let's get to the big award that some people disagree with, where I didn't. But the most valuable player of the year was
Michael, start off
actually
with you.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the
Who
reason
you
why
got?
I got Giannis because you had the best record in the league. The man averaged 27, 12, and 6, which hadn't been done since Oscar Robertson in the triple-double, his triple-double season. And, man, he was just so impactful on not only the offensive side of the court. But like we said, that he could have easily been the defensive player of the year. So, yeah, Harden averages 36.7.
And 7 assists.
But you have to always, when I look at that, we talked about it on one of our previous shows, that in this era, the teams are averaging 112 points a game. So if Kobe's not going to win it, averaging 35, when the team average of scoring was 93 or 94, there's no way James Harden should get it. Everybody expected his team to be fighting for the top record.
They were not.
Yeah, they were not. Because
that was my thing about that. Like,
yeah.
I know he was technically the most valuable because that team wouldn't have been anything without him.
Yeah.
But Giannis was the player that kept you at the number 1 seed.
Giannis had a consistent 82 games. Where Harden, they started slow. He got hot. Then they had a little slide, and they jumped back again to where it was a roller coaster. Where Giannis was just, this is what I am.
Good.
I'm being great every game. He did his thing. So that's why I agree with Giannis. What you got, Mike?
You know what I had all damn season, baby. Giannis. His last name, y'all can say it. His all that. And you know what? Because of what he did consistently, like you said, Michael, Mr. PG himself.
Yes, sir.
I will give him everything he did. You knew he had to do without a jump shot. You didn't believe in his jump shot 15 and out at all. Don't lie to me right now. So Giannis getting every bucket that he wanted and every bucket that he took. He said, because I'm better than you, you can't stop me. I'm longer than you. I'm better than you.
It looked unfair.
Bro,
all year. It looked unfair watching him play basketball against people. It's like, bro, like, what do you... I'm going to put the shoulder on you. I'm going to take 2 steps.
It doesn't even matter.
And I'm flushing. Like, I'm not even laying the ball up.
Bro, I'm euroing from
it might be
line.
2 hands.
And how the NBA works, if they don't love you, they're not trying to give you 2 straight MVPs.
And I'm euroing from the 3-point line.
So
we don't like James.
Yeah.
Nobody likes James Harden. No. We just gave him that because, like they said, he was the top 4.
They did it for Steph because they loved him.
Yeah.
They did it for Bron because at that time they loved him. They did it for Nash because they didn't want to give it to Kobe. So that's
First
why
of all, they cheated Kobe twice. I just looked at it yesterday. You averaged 35, and you averaged over 30 both seasons. You averaged over 30 both seasons.
As far as Shaq, when they gave it to Nash. Nash
First
shouldn't
of all,
have got those.
Oh, yeah, over Shaq, that first year with the Heat. Yeah.
And then Kobe after?
Yeah,
look, and then Kobe was like, nigga, wait. They both, wait. Kobe averaged a 30-piece. Shaq is undeniable. You can't help but give up a bucket to this man. Why can't we give him the award?
So, Lamar, you agree with the Giannis being chosen as MVP?
Giannis
Thank
MVP.
You.
James got to play some defense for me.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
I believe it's both sides.
You know what? I will give a take on that real quick. I'm like 10 words. You understand? As your beard grows longer, your defense comes shorter. Yeah. I found that out, so I got to keep it in the mid region. You feel me?
Because
Michael, I will lock you up.
I just looked at
Say it out here. We got to put a one-on-one on tape. I keep telling you this, Michael.
Stop playing, Mike.
I'm not playing. This ain't for play.
Lamar, what's up, man?
James being selfish. He was on a roll, and he wanted to do something for the record books. To me, it was nothing but I thought I was looking at. Shout out to my man Freeman Williams.
Shout out.
World Be Free.
Yeah.
Andrew Toney. George Iceman Gervin. It was just straight scores. That's it. That's all he was trying to do was.
Bernard King.
He even forgot he was in the playoffs.
Hey, shout out.
He forgot he was in the playoffs because you wasn't even at least playing off the ball while CP over here in the cut.
I remember one game versus the Warriors that he hit a big shot and he was holding up 2 because he was talking about back-to-back MVPs. Like, bro, that's what you playing for?
No, yes. He said it.
No,
early in the season, he was like, "Oh, I want it. Yeah, I'm playing for it." Like,
so, hey, that's crazy. So, something I wanted to talk about.
He'll never win.
Wait, which one?
Something I wanted to talk about was do we like the fact that these awards are given now 2 weeks after the season? How late it is?
8 weeks after.
Or should we take it back to what it used to be? Like, I used to love. I love seeing Kobe get the MVP in front of the Lakers crowd.
Yes.
D Rose getting it in Chicago in front of his crowd. I think they need to take it back to the awards being given, before the season is done, because then you can't. If you're gonna do what they're doing now, you might as well add in the playoffs too, and go from 100 games, pretty much 1 to 100, and from there decide the MVP because you don't really care. We didn't see Giannis play in the final series, so it's kind of like it don't really matter who's about to be Finals MVP and win. So how do you guys feel about that?
I hate it. I hate waiting this long, and then basically all the announcements before we get there. Like, let's get this done earlier.
Yep.
Let's knock it out how we should. Let's do it like in between that little week of the playoffs before it starts or whatever it has to do. Or even if, like you said, it's during the season, during that last week of games or whatever, your last home game, you receive your trophy. Because it's pointless to have these awards with Shaq telling bad jokes. I'm cool on it.
Facts. What do you feel about it, Lamar?
I think I agree with who did I hear talk about it? Well, I think it was Agumake.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's dope.
She said
tight.
That break between the end and the playoff start is like 3-4 days. Extend that a week, and then you can have the award show still within that week. And then when the playoffs start,
that'd be dope.
You could, they can come out, do a little celebration.
Yeah, in front of their crowd already.
In front of the crowd. Like she said, they're the ones who pay the money.
Yep.
So you're cheating them, really.
Yeah.
But to me, that was a good idea.
Yeah, that's dope. That's a dope idea.
The guys that get a whole week to rest between the
practice,
regular season, the end of the regular season to the playoffs start.
Give them that day to break out and go to the award show.
And you have that one day for the award show, and then you still present the award at the arena for that person that won it if they made the playoffs.
Yeah, true.
So I like that idea better.
Yeah, that's dope. What you feel about it, Mike?
If you didn't make the playoffs, then you
don't matter.
Hey.
That's showing you.
What you feel about it?
I wanted to go back to the playoff, situation. At least you get to show it in front of your crowd. You get to at least show it in front of the people that you did this for. Not so much just them, but it's like this is the audience I'm gonna have. I'm gonna put on the damn show for you. So we can go ahead and put 5 on it if we need to, and we got y'all hear the music. We love y'all on Courtside. We keep it true with you. So I put it like this. I like let's go back to the old ways of giving it during the playoffs, or like Lamar said, let's go ahead and extend it just a little bit so at least the fans can feel like they were involved in this. Like we're not just shutting everything out.
Hey.
Don't say it.
Pocket Burrito came here with the Tampico juice.
The whole gallon.
He a hood
hold on, what y'all trying to say?
He got the Tampico juice. He a real one.
I feel you.
Hey, so
what you mean?
Hey, so Lamar, every week we have one of our segments that's called Throwback Thursday, to where we bring up a player from the past, whether it's from the 80s, 90s, 2000s.
We gotta finish this before we go.
Then we present that player.
Let's get it one show down. This is the last show. No, I'm sorry. This is our last show in Studio One, baby.
Yes, sir.
We gotta do it.
Yeah,
we gotta do it.
Hey, he's right. So we do our Throwback Thursday Player of the Week. This week, man, Lamar, you got a special one. We are the Throwback Thursdays Player of the Week, man. We've been grinding for an entire month, doing live shows. We were at Rocco's Tavern in Santa Monica, Westwood. We were at the GS in Westchester, Inglewood Live. And
Mike D, that's my man.
Hey,
how you know Mike?
Yeah, me and Mike was in the same car club back in the
early
80s.
Oh, that's dope.
My father-in-law, my brother, told me about Mike. And they said, tell them that you know Mike. I never said it the whole time. I ain't gonna front. I did not. And now that you know Mike, that's hilarious because they know Mike.
That's crazy.
Do you know Ruben Smiley by any chance? We'll talk about that off air. Right. I'll get to you on that.
Yeah, and as you guys do know, this past Sunday we had our live show at the Truth Hollywood with our special guest Paul Pierce, the Truth
Mr. Inglewood himself.
Mr. Inglewood, and man, we just had a good time, and this is going to be our final episode in Studio One. This is where it all began. To the end of 2017, we started our show.
October.
October. It's been live and going up since then. So
only Game Brothers.
Hey,
baby.
so we moving on to Studio 2. So since we are our Throwback Thursday Player of the Week, you're gonna see a lot of pics up, a lot of videos of our past shows. Make sure you guys check out our IG, check out our personal IGs. Mine's being Michael the PG, of course. Bruce dropped the IG for him because it's a change, man. He done changed
swapped
up.
it out. I might go back. You never know. But I wanted to make it easy on y'all for you folks that can't spell. So follow me on IG at Bruce Courtside. Real simple.
Real simple.
Are you okay?
Courtside Radio, gang.
We didn't even have the IG until just now. Just so y'all know, people.
Well, you already have the IG, so
we have it, but I didn't know you changed it.
Yeah, we didn't know we changed it.
I changed it like earlier today. It might not even went through.
Earlier today.
Service was tripping.
So breaking news. Mr. Shice Wright
has changed.
Is under a new alias.
Bruce Courtside. So y'all got to make sure y'all follow that. Follow Mike Hill, the PG. Mike, drop the IG.
I'm about to be out of Pappy Courtside if that's what we doing. No, but I'm Mr. _ I'ma call you back. IMA, call you back. Trust me, I will. We get it popping. And Courtside Radio, we live, baby, every Thursday. We're going to get these shows keep popping, baby.
Hey,
we love y'all.
Yes, sir. So next time we hear you guys, Lamar, you got social media at all?
I just text message.
Oh, okay.
He's a smart man.
So, hey, if you want his number, just hit us in the inbox when we play our episode. So next time you guys actually hear us live will be July 11th.
That's probably the next time Mike Hill will hit this cup that he's been.
No, I'm about to kill this for sure. But make sure you guys check us out. Have a good Independence Day. Tune in not to just our episode on the 4th, but tune into all of our past shows. Like we said, we started October 2017. Go check us out. Check out the progress and see how dope we've become. And we're only getting better. So you better jump on the wave now, or this wave will pass you by. And we're going to move on without you. So, Courtside Radio with the starting 5. No Phillip today.
Do we have a throwback player? Who was your throwback player?
It's us, man. We the throwback, man.
You damn right. Courtside Radio.
Yeah,
check out.
We the throwback.
Check out Paul Pierce is our throwback.
Yeah, Paul Pierce. Yeah,
Paul
that's
Pierce
our throwback
player.
Did we tell them the videos up on YouTube?
Yeah,
right
videos
now?
up on YouTube. You can look it up. You can check. It's in the Courtside link. You can check my personal page link. Alex
my personal page.
My personal page.
So all of our pages links. You can check that out, or you could check it under the profile of Alexander Himes. And then you're going to see a lot of videos on IG. So, hey, check out our work. We are working. We're doing it for you guys, man. We thank you guys for listening to us, tuning in. Good News Sports. Up next, Touchdown and Tangents.
Coming up, baby.
I will say some of my favorite guys, but I think they're both Raider fans. And they're Raiders.
No, one is a Raiders fan
Raiders
consistently. Suck. Another one is kind of miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Depending on the season. I do love you because he does hop to the Rams.
Depending on who's winning. He's one of those guys, but
he's a good hop all day.
This is Chiefs Nation, and that's how we work. Hey, Lamar, thank you for coming in, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all letting me come in and infiltrate on this Laker team. This stuff is driving me crazy.
You give me good Patron.
Hey, so we thank you so much.
32 million,
man. Next time you hear us, we're going to be excited talking about all the free agency, all the things happening with the league.
Do something with the Heat, baby.
Oh, man, we got this Heat fan.
32 million.
It's crazy. Hey, but Courtside Radio, hey, we are out the building. We thank you guys so much for having us.
Put your chest down.